Hey gamers, welcome back to the channel. Today I have a brand new game to share with you. This is Digimon UP. It globally launched last week, and if it sounds familiar, Quantum and I were talking about it in our podcast, Into the Void, just last week. So if you haven't seen it, I'll put a link up to it over here. It is very different from what I was expecting. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a rundown of the game. I'm going to share some tips along the way, and I'd be very interested in your thoughts. So let's get into it. All right, and welcome back. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So the game is an idle game. Now, I was expecting an idle game, but I wasn't expecting a 100% idle game. So there's no interaction. You set up your teams, and as you work through the different missions and things like that, these missions right here, so you can see I'm on mission 564. As you work through those and unlock different areas of the game, you continually build up your team. This is a full team here. You've got, let's see, we've got our buddies down here. We've got some Digimon here in the back. We have a support Digimon here, and then we've got our partner Digimon and our trainer. This is me up here at the top. You're putting your team together, and you're just letting them go. You've got these skill cards, which is their attacks. And they just automatically launch. So you don't launch them yourselves. You don't wait for an ultimate. You don't guide them. You don't do anything. You just let them battle. Now, as they're battling, you're going up in stages. As you can see, I'm on stage 554. And you can see down here everything that I have unlocked. Over here at the bottom left, right here, these are different cosmetic pieces of equipment to wear. They all have different types of stats. So as you can see, this one right here, my cropped cut. I've got evasion rate and HP recovery rate, and here's my attack, defense. So everything's got attack, defense, and HP. These stats down here at the bottom will vary. Here's my sailor uniform here with my stats, my shoes, and they have different rarities. So if I'm going to pop into here. This is the hologram device. I'm going to go up into here, and let's just go over here a little bit. You're going to start off with rares, then you go HR, SR, SSR, UR, GR, and then we've got LR, and then we've got LR plus, and I think there's one more, and then we got EX and then EX plus. So you got those different rarities there. This hologram device maxes out at level 30, so you're constantly upgrading that so you can get better rarity gear. And this stuff over here. So these are little floppy disk looking things, again, giving you stats, right? These are different plugins. So you got the traditional attack, defense, HP that you have on everything else. And then you've got different stats down here at the bottom. I've got everything on HP recovery rate, just testing some stuff there. So that's what you have there. Eventually you unlock your Digivice. This one here, you are doing a function research, which is a summons essentially, but you farm the material so you can get the different pieces of your Digivice. You can change your Digivice. It does cost in-game resources. I can show you where to get all that stuff. So far, it doesn't matter. It's just a cosmetic thing. Everything gives the same attack, defense, and HP bonus over here. But you get this from the camp store. Let me go ahead and back up out of here. This doesn't unlock until day 12 after the server is launched, and you have to be at stage 500. So I'm at 554, so I'll be able to see what that looks like. And then you have these over here. These are tactical memories. These are like, think of them as, gear sets, essentially. So you've got different colors, so I'll click on this. You've got all these different colors of tactical memory, and each one does something a little bit different. So this one here, I've got crit rate, plus you can see my set if I have 2 or if I have 4. It is a max of 4, even though you got 6 slots, so you can do 4 or 2. But as I click on each one of these, you can see this one's got HP recovery rate and support or damage resist, and then you can see what your set bonuses are with 2 and 4 down there. So each color does something just a little bit different. Same rarities as well. So you're going to be equipping that so that you can continue to strengthen up your team. So between your Digivice and your tactical memory, and then your gear over here on the left, and then these floppy disks, these plugins over here on the right, you are just strengthening up your team. There are bond levels. That's what this thing is right here. So you can see my dude right here. Hold on. I keep losing it. There we go. This right here, I click on that. That's going to increase my bond level by 5. And that is over here. I'm going to click on Digimon. Here's my bond level right here. As I increase my bond level, I get these Emeralds at bond level 6 for Redamon here. I will get this. I think this is a profile pick that you can add. I did start off with this dude. I got him up to War Greymon. That's the max Digivolution here. They max at level 99. And then let me just go back to this. You can see when the next Digivolution is. So I'm at, let's see, I'm at what? 45. I got to get up to 65. And then that's when I'll be able to go up to that next level. You can also change what they look like cosmetically. So I could have War Greymon fight, but I could do it with Cubimon's skin here. So different things to do. I've got support Digimon here. So these are my cards. Well, no, not the cards. These are my Digimon that I have that you can see there on the left-hand side. As you gain other Digimon here, they go into this total passive bonus. But these ones up here at the top, these are ones that are actively on the board. And this passive bonus is your attack, defense, and HP. So I'm at 1,049% right there. You've got your buddies. So as you saw, I've got Agumon here with his dude. Man, with Tai. Oh my gosh. You know, it's been forever. This is kind of more of a nostalgic thing when I used to watch this with my kids when they were younger. So don't shoot the messenger when it comes to trying to remember names, because I don't remember names. But anyway, that aside. So these are my buddies here. I also got these buddies also. So I've got Sui with Tyrannomon. So I do have them as well. You can use both buddies. I use, obviously, Agumon and Tai because they're EX+. And you do get them for downloading the game. They're pre-registration rewards. So, and then you can unlock others. So this one, once I get up to base level 30, I'm at 28 with this material right here, which you can farm. Then I'll get these buddies here, Shion and Tuskmon. All right, and you got SP support. Let's see, I'm working on this one here. This is what, Halsamon? Oh my gosh. I'm going to get so flamed on some of these. So once I get that up to 30, I'll have that SP support there. All right. Let me see. Let me go to my Tamer. Oh, really quick before I do that, you also have a skill tree that you work through. As you gain levels, you get different skills. You can change them down here at the bottom. It does cost some resources here, some Digi-Emeralds here. I've got quite a bit. I mainly save them for some specific summons. I'll show you that in a minute as well. Let me go to the Tamer here. So I am currently Tamer rank 10 right now. Going to 11 takes a while because you've got to get 3,500 skill card and support summons. And you do like max, you do like 35 at a time. I save a lot for the missions that pop up because they're very cyclical. I've got skill cards here. Here's all my skill cards. Similar to the different Digimon, you get total passive bonus on all the other skill cards that you're not using. Up here are at the top are the active ones that are being used in battle on that main screen. And then you can see I got 573% bonuses there. And again, this is your attack, defense, and HP buffs. And then you can customize. Even though I've got these, I can change to anything that you've pulled. So anything you've pulled out of that hologram device, you don't lose. It'll go right into your customization here, so you can go ahead and do any kind of changes that you want that you've collected. So, all right, so that may go back to my profile here. Anything that I'm missing, these are missions down here to complete. Once you do that, then you rank up. You got dungeons, so you got all these different dungeons that are going to give you all these different materials. The Apoclymon wall. This is kind of bugged out. We have to click accept a couple different times right down here. Attempt a couple different times to try and get in. And then even then there's a delay. There's been a lot of bugs on the launch of this game. You got the fight Devimon here, which gives you hologram tickets. These things right here. These hologram tickets allow you to use the hologram device, which is going to spin up the different plugins and gear. But also, that's the only way that your characters gain experience. So I'll go over that in a minute. You have 2 attempts. Here's a problem that I have with the game. This game is so heavily monetized. Now, it seems like it's made for a younger audience. I don't see it as a main game. I see it as something maybe off to the side or people to use just to want to collect. Because the app itself just seems like old school Digivices, if you remember those. But There are so many ads in this game, so I can do my 2 attempts, but then I gotta watch ads for another 2. The cool thing is, if this is something that you really want to get into, and if all you do is spend $10 in this game, getting the permanent pass that removes ads, allows you to skip ads, is a huge time saver. I did do that because I wanted to kind of see what that looked like. So I spent, it was like $8.99. And it allows me to skip those. But this game is so heavily monetized, it's crazy. Just before I lose too much of my thought here, just this here. So a ×2, you can only use this twice unless you go buy the pass that allows you to use it for 30 days, and then you got to go and buy the pass again for that. You're going to be like perpetually paying for that pass every single month if that's something that you want to do, so you can have that ×2, just so you can get through these stages faster. It's insane. All right, let me go back. Dungeons. So we've got this, which is going to give you these hologram tickets. We got this dungeon, which is going to give you the Digi Emeralds. You've got the Fight Digifactory, which gives you this material for one of the things that we were just talking about. We've got the Network Defense. This allows you to, so let me go into here. The buddies right here. This material right there to allow you to unlock your buddies. And then this one down here, this Network Defense. This one allows you to go and do your function research here, so you can build your Digivice here. However, it's just insane. I got to spend 1,900 just to do one summon, and I swear it started out lower. And as you get more plugins here, this goes up in resource cost, which is, I don't know, which is crazy. All right, let me go back to dungeons. Down here at the bottom, the last one is Metal C. This one here is where you go in to get your tactical memory. See, you know what? It tells you right here. Anyway. This gives you your tactical memory, which is this right here. All right, so that's kind of the bulk of it there. You have your camps. Your camps are your alliances in this game. You can go in here. You can do your check-ins. You can help support other trainers. And you've got a couple boss battles in here that you can get some rewards. Your shop is right here. You can get different things. This is where you can get the different types of Digivices. These ones down here at the bottom are pretty expensive. These last 2 here. But you've got some different resources in there that you can get. And then you've got Explorer. You got additional game modes here. You've got Encyclopedia. This is going to keep track of everything that you've collected. You've got Eat. But before you can eat, you got to go to your meat field, and you got to grow your meat. Let me go ahead, throw something in there. And then you can level up your meat field as well, so you can yield more. You can have you have additional plots to unlock, so you can just get more meat. Because when you come back here to do your eating, so let me just unlock this right here. As you use your meat, you're going to unlock, or you're going to level up your picnic area, whatever you want to call it. you're going to level this up. As you level this up, you're going to unlock at level 5. I unlocked food effect. And then I have 8 and 13. It's 100 eat. It's 100 pieces of meat to do one. But say, hey, I like this stat right here. I'm going to lock that one in. It now goes up to 300. And then if I lock that one in, it now goes up to 600. So I got to save 600 in order to continue to kind of build this up. But the cool thing is even though it goes up by 600, it goes up proportionally in your experience bar up here, right? So 100 meat is going to give you 100 experience. The 300 meat is going to give you 300 experience. The 600 meat is going to give me 600 experience. I'll just do that. Boom. I'm at 602. So at least it proportionally goes up from there. You just got to farm more meat longer if you find some stats that you really, really like and that you want to lose or use. Anyway, so there's that. We've got DigiWorld Search. This is kind of weird, in my opinion. You're kind of just walking around looking for some resources here. You've got your steps here. I got 72. I got 3 attacks, and I got 3 of these dashes. These dashes allow you to break through these pyramid things. Here's something I can collect there. The attacks allow you to break these individually, and there could be some things hidden below them. And it does track your meters. I'm at 539 meters. Maybe the further you go, the more resources you get. I don't know. But it's just a little interactive thing that you can play around with, so that you can get these resources here, these training chips, which are used in your training over here. You got this skill tree. that you can build up. Right now I'm at 650. You do have to max all of these out. You can't just choose one and then go to the next. You got to max them out, then go to the next. So right now, once I get the 5th one here, I'll be able to unlock these 2 that I can start building into. But I need 1,500. So I got to do more of the DigiWorld exploration to get 1,500 and then start my training. If you want to speed up the training here, it does take an hour and a half. But if you want to speed up the training, there's different ways to do that, including watching ads. Something to keep in mind there. And then we got this different dimension box as well. This is kind of an area for you to collect idle rewards, another space. You've got different rewards that you can collect in here. I got 30% for this material, a boost for this material, and 34% boost for this material here. Can't remember what they are specifically, but it does. The decor does give you bonuses as well. Attack, defense, and HP, just like everything else. And you get different things that you can use to decorate this. This isn't what it started out looking like, but I just changed the floor, I changed the wall, this little cylinder thing here I changed. You can go ahead and store one of your Digimons in here, which is gonna passively, actually I can go in here. And my connection time is now maxed out at 8 hours, so I should probably grab these. It's gonna give me these rewards right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect and grab those. Boom. You can also do a DD box search and look for others. So you can only put one in yours, and then you can put another in another person's DD box here. So I can go like to this one here, and I can throw one in there if I wanted to. So these are your buddies that you can throw in there. So I can go ahead and let's see. Let me go back out. Click in up here. This one is maxed out as well, so I'll disconnect there and collect those rewards. And I've got those. So, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting thing. Let's see. Anything that we missed in here? No. And then we have the shops. You got all these different shops. Like I said, I did buy the ad skip pass for $8.99. It was definitely worth it, especially to test it out. It does save quite a bit of time. But if you're 100% free to play, then you'll just have to watch those ads if that's something that you want to do. All right. All right, so let's go back out. I think that, for the most part, is it. You do have PvP. I can go ahead, enter in here, show you what PvP looks like. Let's go. Again, it's 100% auto. So go ahead and let it battle. A couple other tips. You do get gems. I told you I would show you where to spend those gems. I would hold on to them. And spend them in a couple summons, so we'll go take a look at that. So that's PvP. I mean, you just continually hit it. There were some issues with it in the beginning. You've got your missions here to run through, your dailies, your EX missions over here as well, collection missions. Let me go ahead into the summons right here. All right, so these summons here under General, these are not your main summons. You're just going to get these cards that you're going to summon. Or these tickets that you're going to use to summon both for skill cards as well as your support Digimon. These aren't your main summons. The main summons are over here. So you've got your buddy right here. So you can get Tai and Agumon. I've done 40 pulls. This is something that's odd too. Not odd, but man, this is high. Your pity to get a guaranteed is 200. You got to do 200 pulls, and it's not easy. Now, this right here, you have to spend real money in order to summon, but you do one time per day. You can spend 3,000 Digigems. That's why I've got so many Digigems here that I'm just holding on to. You can spend 3,000 of those for a 10 pull, one time every day. So I definitely suggest holding on to those so you can do those summons. If you're spending, then spend whatever you want there. And same with your SP support for War Greymon here. That's a 200 pity as well. And you can spend 3,000 gems, so 6,000 gems per day to get 110 pull out of each of these banners here. I don't know. I think the monetization is crazy, to be absolutely honest with you. I mean, there's everything in this game just seems very overly monetized. I mean, a 30-day pass for ×2. I don't know. Anyway, that's my 2 cents there. So, I mean, it's been interesting. I have been playing it for the last 5 days. I did spend the $8.99. That's it. It's nothing I'll spend money on going forward. I'm going to continue to play just to see what this is here. That unlocks it 12 days. Also, I want to see what this is, which is in preparation, it says. But I don't know. I think it's pretty interesting. Not what I expected at all. But very curious of your thoughts. What do you guys think of this game? You can go download it now. Let me know what you think, because I'm very curious what other people and those of you who are like really hardcore Digimon fans, what you think of this. I do hear that there's a Digimon card game coming as well, so maybe people want to hold off for that. But I don't know. I don't know about this game. I don't know how many times I've said I don't know, but I don't know. Okay, that's what I have for you, everybody. As always, I want to thank you all for taking the time to watch the video. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button and share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next time.